last mile of UX. So this is a really interesting tweet that I saw from Daniel Gross. Few people appreciate the quote, last mile of UX. Making something really slick is $1 billion moat. Zoom wasn't the first, nor WhatsApp. They're just excellent. Take any productivity app, Zoomify it, build yourself an empire. Quote, 100 milliseconds is the best patent. So there's a lot going on in here. There's a lot to unpack in this tweet. So last mile, if you haven't heard that phrase before, we talk about the last mile of shipping, I think is where that phrase came from. And what it means is if I want to ship a package to X location, so the first 99 miles are easy in the sense that you ship it from your fulfillment center through whatever FedEx to whatever distribution center is within a mile of the actual consumer. That last mile is complicated because the last mile could be delivering somewhere rural. Applying this analogy to UX, I think that what it means is going from 99% good user experience, and I've been thinking about, again, onboarding and things like that, going from 99% essentially to 100% is a hard problem to solve. It's one thing to have your web app, your service be 99% user-friendly. That last percentage, that last mile, you just smooth out all of the user flows. You make everything easy. You make everything intuitive. All of your copywriting, all of your language just immediately makes sense, is what gives you that moat. Now, a moat, if you have a castle, the moat around it is what prevents people from attacking you. So as a business, your moat is what prevents people from competing with you. Zoom wasn't the first, nor WhatsApp. They're just excellent. Now, one thing that's weird about this, I assume he's talking about Zoom video conferencing software, which is funny because the quality of their video is probably the best. It's probably better than Hangouts, but the UX is actually not the greatest. Like, I find their account management interface confusing. There's a lot of things that are actually confusing about it. But anyway, the broader point is to build an app that's just perfect is what's really difficult. And then 100 milliseconds is the best patent. What this means, I believe, is so you can have patents, right? You can patent. Like I just talked about an idea for a content team as a service. I could go and create a patent for that system. But, you know, people are still going to rip it off at the end of the day. Most likely you got to defend your patent and it's a train wreck. But 100 milliseconds, in other words, if you can have your app so fast and so snappy, so good, that's sort of the best patent, right? Like a super fast, super user friendly app, because that's what's genuinely hard for people to compete with.